Okay, first and foremost, before we get into this video, I want to take a moment to thank our United States military personnel for everything that they do and for making the ultimate sacrifice on this Memorial Day week. I wouldn't be able to be here making this video if it wasn't for our wonderful military, and all of us wouldn't have the opportunities that we have to live the life that we want, truly, if it wasn't for that military. So, thank you so much. You're the best in the world, and God bless America. Today, we're going to talk about the most mysterious team in the NFL. I can't figure this team out. They're a big question mark. I can't get a pulse on them. That team is the New York Jets. I'm going to use restaurants to make my comparison, to make my lead into this video today. Some restaurants out there, you know exactly what you're getting every time. And you know who you are. The Plum Blossom in Troy, New York. My man Steve. Every time they deliver that chicken lo mein. Mariano's Hacienda right down the street here in Dallas. Them chicken quesadillas, the chips and salsa, that margarita, never misses. Tuscaloosa, Fusakli's, them chicken fingers, that Texas toast, them fries, never misses. Go over to the NFL side of things. There's your teams this year. You know exactly what you're getting out of them. The Ravens, you know what's going to happen this year. The Bills, you know what they're going to be. The 49ers, you know what they're going to do. You know what they're going to be. The Chiefs, most of all, you know what they're going to do. The Jets, I have no idea. There is a wide range of potential outcomes for this team. And I'm going to explain why. And I'm going to begin here with the kingpin, Mr. Aaron Rodgers. So this is, I would say, by far the most important factor for this Jets team is Aaron Rodgers, as he's going on 41 years old here. We've only seen him take 4 snaps in a Jets uniform, let's not forget. He has barely played for this team. And the last time we saw Aaron Rodgers play a full season was in 2022 with the Packers. And if you remember, compared to the rest of his prolific career, it was kind of an underwhelming season. I'll run some numbers by you here. He threw 26 touchdowns, which, in retrospect, it isn't bad whatsoever. But to put it in perspective for Mr. Rodgers, the previous 2 years, he threw 37 touchdown passes and 48. So it's quite the drop-off. He also threw 12 interceptions in 2022, which was his most since 2008. So his performance definitely regressed. But when you assess that season, what we don't know was the root cause of that performance. Was it him? Was it himself? Because there comes a point in time in a quarterback's career where the performance, regardless of how great they are, starts to decline, starts to dip. You saw it happen with Drew Brees in his final 2 years. You saw it happen with the GOAT, with Tom Brady, his final year. There was a performance dip. He was not the same Tom. Is that what happened with Aaron Rodgers in 2022? Or was it not having his main man, Davante Adams, out there? I mean, any quarterback can tell you, when you don't have your main man out there with you, you're not the same guy. And he did not have that reliable target out there, that Davante Adams. Brady loved throwing to Gronk. Patrick Mahomes throwing to Kelsey. You have your guy. You don't have your guy, you're not the same. So, was that the root cause? That's a risk that the Jets assumed. That's a risk that the Jets took on. Was, at Aaron Rodgers' age, we don't know how he's going to perform. And the other thing that we don't know either is, if things go downhill, theoretically, if the Jets start off 2-4, how will Aaron Rodgers and that New York media mix? That New York media is testy. Take it from somebody who lived not in that city, but in that state for 20 years. When you're performing well, they'll build statues. You're the best thing since sliced bread. You can eat anywhere in Manhattan for free. They welcome you with open arms. But the minute you go into a slump, the minute you stop performing, your jerseys are on the clearance rack at Modell's. And they're booing you when you take the field. That's New York. And the media will turn on you like that. How will Aaron Rodgers respond to that? He was in a smaller market in Green Bay for the vast majority of his career. How will he respond to that? That we don't know. There's so many things we have yet to see with this Aaron Rodgers and the Jets pairing that it's hard to really make a prediction until you see it come to fruition. So that's that. That's Aaron Rodgers. Let's go on to the rest of the offense here and then go into the defense. So the two factors that make this Jets team so incredibly challenging to predict is age and injury concerns. We'll run down this offense here. So Garrett Wilson, he's an absolute stud. We know that. The Jets, that's a draft pick that hit for them. Garrett Wilson is amazing. But you look at Breece Hall. He's a productive back. I've seen these fantasy sites everywhere saying, take Breece Hall. Because, yes, when he's playing, he's great. But you have to remember, at his young age, he has already sustained a torn ACL. So, was that just a one-year thing? Or will injuries continue to be a thing for Breece Hall? In his third year, we don't really know. Mike Williams, explosive wide receiver. If he stays healthy most of the year, him and Aaron Rodgers are going to have a phenomenal connection because he is a great deep threat. And you know Aaron Rodgers will make the most out of that. But let's talk about this offensive line. The two acquisitions that the Jets made. You've got Tyron Smith, who the Jets acquired from the Cowboys. He's in his 30s. Morgan Moses from the Ravens. He is in his 30s, and he has struggled with shoulder injuries in these past couple years. If you're on the line, you don't want to be struggling with shoulder injuries. So, will he be able to keep that down this year? Will he be able to stay on the field? Will he be able to push through that? Will those shoulder injuries not even be a thing? Or will he have to miss time? Will it keep relapsing? That's a question. On paper, this Jets O-line looks a lot better than it was last year because it was scary last year. Like it was. I was praying for Aaron Rodgers. This year on paper looks better, but will it stay healthy? That's the burning question. Defensively, there's a lot more certainty. I mean, you saw just how productive this defense was last year until it became gas because they had no support on the offensive side of the ball. Sauce Gardner, you know exactly what you're getting. That guy's an absolute stud. Same with Quinnen Williams. Roll Tide. No, he's one. He got the bag last year, and he got it for a great reason. The Jets acquired Javon Kinlaw and Hassan Reddick. Honestly, personally, two of my favorite defensive players out there. I think two of the most ferocious guys on the defensive side of the ball in the entire NFL. So, great pickup, both of them guys, for the Jets. So, if this can all come together, if both of these units can be cohesive and can have synergy, this Jets team is scary. And I think has potential to win 12 games this year and win that AFC East. But if you have injuries, if guys don't perform quite like you expected them to, and you got to keep in mind too, there's a lot of pressure on the Jets right now because this window isn't very far wide open. You don't have Aaron Rodgers for a very long time. So you've got to get this done. And you've got to get this done rather quickly, or else it's back to the drawing board again. And you know if there's any pressure anywhere, when you take that pressure into New York, it's times 5. Like, you need to win yesterday. So that's a situation that the Jets are going into. So if you have injuries, or if that pressure takes over, and chemistry is not quite there, I could see this being a 6 or 7 win team. We just don't know. You don't know what this product on the field is going to be. You don't know what you're going to get. And that's what makes the time leading up to the season so fascinating, looking at a team like this, is you just don't know. We haven't really seen much like this Jets team. But let me tell you, it's going to be absolutely fascinating to watch them play in the fall. And I'll be watching every game, and so should you. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you and the time that you took out of your day to watch the video. And if you enjoyed it, Please be sure to like the video and share it, as well as subscribe to the Era. The more likes and subscribers I get on this channel, the more resources I can attain, and the more resources I can attain, the more value I can provide to you, the viewer. And that is how I show my appreciation for you for the time that you devote to watching my videos. So thank you so much, and have a great day.